Hey guys, it's GirlGotGame. Welcome to our new Extra Sunday game, The Letter by Yang Yang Mobile. Thank you all so much for voting in the poll that I had between the three games. And you all voted for the Spoops. And already we got a swinging chandelier, creepy music, and a cross in place of a head? Question mark? Is that what I'm seeing? We got Scythe Lady with a web, and an angel with a crown. We're in a church. Don't know if this means anything at all for the game, but anyway. Spoops abound. It's a visual novel. Your choices really matter. I have heard that there are so many branching decisions, so we're just gonna play and see what ending we get first. I'm going to attempt. I'd like to emphasize that. Going to attempt to keep everybody alive. From what I understand, you play as different characters throughout the story and make decisions for all of them, which sounds really awesome. So yeah, gonna try and keep all these people alive. I don't know who they are yet, but let's go get acquainted, shall we? New game. Oh. I jumped. I jumped. Whew. Off to a good start. Oh, it's so pretty. What is all this stuff before we get going? Let's see. Backlog, save, load. Journal? Relationship. Branching tree. Okay, I've been told I should ignore this until I've done my first playthrough. That way I won't know what are major decisions and what are not. So I'll look at that after we're done. Oh. Well, you're cute. So we have relationships. It looks for each character, they all have their own individual relationships. Cool. Okay, well I won't look at that too closely yet, because we're not actually in it. We have a journal too? Help. Okay. Alright, yes, I'm not delaying anything. What are you talking about? Come on, guys, you know me. I wouldn't delay Spoops. The Ermengarde Mansion. Ermengarde. Why does that name sound familiar? It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of Luxbourne, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. Known as a spooky woman? Ghost woman? Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. Well, that's a good sign. And that is when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the nights, and hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the I was gonna say hallowed? Hollowed? Is it hollowed? Shouldn't it be hallowed? Hollowed halls? Aimlessly. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Briar Reality Corporation place the property back on sale. Do these people live in this house? Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. Well, I'm out then. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Thank you. Oh, it's so pretty to start.
Hello?
Oh.
Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
Hi. That is so cool that time actually passes on the phone. This is so pretty. I want to look at everything, but I don't want to keep Rose waiting. A familiar, jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey, Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
No!
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
I'm glad you're not scared.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this.
Okay.
It really takes my breath away.
So will the ghost?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything.
Tell that to Beryl.
They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
It's true. There's no downside for being careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
Has that happened?
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
It has happened?
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up.
It did oh, there's birds. That did happen.
Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I can respond. Okay, now that my phone call is done, I can read this. Profiles? Oh! Oh man, this is so cool. There's so much stuff. Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos. Birth date, May 28th, Gemini, 26 years old. Height, 5'2". Hey, it's a shorty like me. Occupation, estate agent. Nationality, Filipino. Religion, Roman Catholic. Education, fine arts undergraduate. Likes cinnamon rolls, dogs, food. Police procedural dramas and teleseries? What? Teleseries? Teleseries? I've never seen that word before. Comedies and karaoke. She is the third child among 7, daughter of a laundrywoman and a jeepney driver. She went to a public school and was an average student, but took to art easily. Eventually, she pursued a degree in fine arts as encouraged by her father. However, when the man was diagnosed with a terminal illness, she had to stop studying to make money. It was Isabella's aunt who helped her get work overseas in order to earn more money than any local job could get her. Rose Cooper became her mentor as soon as she started as an agent at BRC. Okay, so Rose is the person we just talked to on the phone. It's been 5 years since she met her neighbor, Rebecca, who's also one of the characters on here. She met Ashton during an unfortunate incident involving her first sale at Devlin Court, and later Zachary through him. Okay, so the only person Isabella doesn't know is Hannah, Marianne, and Luke. Okay. Cool. Man, I love the looks of this. The leaves are moving, there's dust in the air. It's beautiful. She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
Who are you? I look up from my phone to see Rebecca. Becca, giving me a questioning look. Okay, so you're one of the other characters here.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
The one who trained you?
Well, you had a lot more to say, apparently, according to the subtitles, but... I was almost distracted from that by the fact that you moved, your hair moved, and you're breathing, it looks like. That is so cool.
You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Hold on. Is this the same mansion you've been telling everyone about?
It's really throwing me off that the written stuff is so different from what's actually recorded. Like, what's happening?
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character.
I love that you shook your head. That was so cute.
I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out ever since you got assigned to it.
Curse rumors and all.
I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
It's desperately perfect. A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect when she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly raises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
How old is Becca?
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Here we go again. Okay, no time choices here at least. I don't think there's any in the game, but... You're not my mom. Sheesh. Okay, I assume this is where stuff like relationship comes into play. Can I look at that while I'm... Okay. So we're actually, like, very close with Rebecca. So we have, like, low... I guess because... I'm surprised we have this much with Marianne. We don't actually know her. Maybe we're just naturally drawn to Marianne. Okay. So we're, like, got the most affection, actually, with Rebecca. I assume I can influence that with my choices. I'm not going to say you're not my mom, because that's just rude. So let's do this one.
Hey! I eat other things too!
This or that, and relationship updated. Ah, so it went up. Plus. Very cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and be best friends with all y'all, somehow, and also keep you alive. I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best frown I can muster. The same one I'd use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Ooh. She looks so green. Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know it would only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago?
Oh, no wonder she looks green.
Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny, distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she's out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, there is only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
Not lecture me about my food choices? She says this more to herself than me, her voice shifting to something kinder, even motherly, if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. Didn't I tell you before? You're always free to reheat my leftovers.
The leftovers that you keep in your fridge? Sure.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money.
It just can lead to problems. I mean, it's very nice that they offered, but yeah, it can lead to some unnecessary problems.
And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can take a turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. Alright, me and Isabella are on the same page. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements, when she takes a quick glance at something behind me, snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant, and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. Oh my. That sounded horrible. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. Ah, this is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level her with a flat look. She has had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you.
Rose girl.
I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There is no stopping her when she has decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it warily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Good girl. Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation in my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. What do we have? The Crawl Bar. Amazing. Mrs. Flowers, Sir Antiques, Sleepy Sheep Inn, Hotel, Library, and Zarbucks? Is that what that is? And Briar Realty Corporation, which is where we work. Did I read this? I can't remember now. Whatever. Read it again. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently, everyone in Luxborn City knows of it, including every bit of rumors surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for locals to give you cautious sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted there, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and placed back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has a way of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
Oh no, this is Ashton. Looking beautiful.
Guess again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
Oh my goodness.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles, and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Whatever. Stupid Ash hole. Always teasing me whenever he sees a chance. Oh, you guys are definitely going to smooch by the end of this. I'll show him who's tough. Takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion, where it's very windy here. And there's a plastic bag rustling in the breeze. Oh. How come we have... whatever. History. Medicine. Before going to the Ermengarde Mansion, Isabella Santos dropped by St. Goretti High School to check on Rebecca Gales. Speaking of Gales, the former reminded the latter to take her flu medicine before leaving. Excuse me. On the way to the mansion, Isabella received a phone call from Ashton Frey, reminding her of Zachary Steele's movie premiere that night. Oh, okay, cool. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. We should stay out here. Yet, despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something is just... wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. Oh, is it the leaves I'm hearing, not a paper bag or a plastic bag? While Anselm Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
You planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Hello? The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I've paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in their house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it.
Okay, so the former owners did not live here. Good to know.
No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. If I want to get that bonus in commission, one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it, however, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand. Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone careless. Rose is dead. Rose is dead. Huh. Should the light really be swinging like that? Is that a good sign? Entering, what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. Do you have to put it like that, Isabella? If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Ah, modern technology. Quickly, I reach for my phone and dial her number. But...
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
Oh no. What do you mean, has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away? Right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. But shouldn't it be like, the number is not in service at this time? It's not recognized? Not recognized? I dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose! This isn't funny! You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. The place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her by myself. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. What? Taking a couple of steps forward, I noticed something move above the grand staircase. Was I just not looking? Was I looking down at the time? I'm gonna have to look at that when I'm editing.
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh?
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's all right. Growing desperate, I try to contact her number again. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord? Yes, finally!
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't get cut off again before I can get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm sick.
Oh, that's bad news. That's bad news, Bears.
What? The attic? Why?
You don't hear the in the background? I'd be like, well, have fun. I'm in the foyer. You can come down when you're ready. Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? No, you do not. With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any sign there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place? Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. Afternoon. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and west wing. There are two attics here, one on each side. But the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it least likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never did like going into stuffy storage rooms. So I head towards the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside is another set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones and covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up into the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old the place is, there are no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why they didn't bother to add one here when they renovated escapes me. Sheesh, they did it with the rest of the house. I was gonna say. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Oh, that's some good music. So they cleaned every corner except for this room. I guess they didn't see this room. It's a hidden room. It looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here. Full of dust, worn out, and faded by time. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Ugh, cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. Okay, look, the room is this small. You can see she's obviously not here. Let's go back. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No, it couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this state is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. And I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe that phone call was Rose's last message to me before the curse got to her. Ugh, shut up, brain. You are not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? What was that? What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea, right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always strived to be a model employee, but not this time. No. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. You're taking a long time about turning back. Briar Realty can find another agent who is more fucking realistic to tour people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last look at the gloomy old room because that's a good idea. Just to check.
Huh? What's this?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts must have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. But there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like...
A letter?
The letter? Lying on the ground just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I lean down and pick it up. Oh boy. We moving in this CG. This is so crazy. Strange. I don't recall seeing this the last time I was here. A few days back, me and a few other agents inspected the mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in this room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I couldn't have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough, I'm worried it'll fall apart if I so much as touch it. But with great care, I open it, and what I read shakes me to my core.
What? What? Oh my god.
Pass it on achievement. Help me over and over, written in blood. Nothing but the words, help me, fills the page. All of it seemingly written with a crimson shaded pen. Or blood. I gulp. The same phrase just goes on until... Send this to 5 people or else. It's a chain letter?
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's more than 5 people. I'm like, is this everybody that we have to send it to? We could spare one of them. As quickly as I can, I scan the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room is suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. Oh no. Oh my god. Your poor toenails! Oh, your feet are so big. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. A pair of blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision, covered in gaping wounds with skin eaten away to reveal flesh, bone, and all manner of things one isn't meant to see. It's too much. No, can't do it. All of it is too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. Lord, please help me. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Should I play the character? Like, she's superstitious. I feel like there's a thing about not looking a ghost in the face. Am I crazy? Am I making this up so I don't have to be brave and look up at this thing? But I feel like you're spared if you don't make eye contact. Keep your hand at the level of your eye. Don't look it in the face. She's not brave. I don't know. Do you have to be brave to live through this? I'm gonna try this. I shut my eyes tight, muttering fervent prayers under my breath.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Prayers taught to me as a child by my mama and my papa slip out endlessly through my teeth. Because God, oh God, if you have to listen to any of my prayers, please listen to this one. And if God doesn't listen, at least I won't see the thing that kills me. A cold comfort. I wait. And I wait some more. But when nothing happens, I dare to take a peek, and the face will be right in front of me. It's gone. I would have died if the face was just there going, "Aah!" Oh my gosh. Only to find that the ghost, the thing, whatever it is, gone. There's no blood left on the floor. Relief washes over me as I shakily get up to my feet and back away towards the door. Wrenching it open, I slip out without a second thought and make a run for it, down the stairs and onto the hallway. I take a look back to make sure it isn't behind me. Any other person might have stopped, dismissed it as a trick of the light and an overactive imagination. But I am not taking any chances. I am not giving that thing another chance to catch me off guard. I don't think I'll ever feel safe until I get out of here. Whatever that is, every warning bell in my mind is telling me that it's going to jump out at any moment and get me while I'm still in this place.
I told them! I freaking told them! Oh man, oh man, oh man!
Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me, and my shoe slips and I find myself falling. Oh no, am I dying now? Until my back hits the ground and pain racks my body. Oh no, I'm doomed. My head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
No. Go away.
The last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. What do you have to say? While looking for her missing co-agent, Isabella Santos found a mysterious letter in the Ermengarde mansion's attic. Driven to fear by what she read inside, thinking it's the place's curse at work, she hurried to leave the place, only to meet... Dash. Do I have to wait for you to wake up? Do I gotta nudge you? Are you gonna make me scream? Okay. Well, either we've been killed and are going to heaven, or we just passed out. I guess we will leave it here for now. This will be our introduction to the letter. We've met the ghost feet. I think that's enough for one day. And we found the letter. So, yeah. Alright, well, I've already been spooked a few times. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and next time we will see what happened to our dear Isabella.